winter is coming. Entrepreneurs, are you making these 5 deadly public speaking mistakes? Do you remember when Transformers director Michael Bay struggled to speak at a Samsung press conference?
Yeah, we'll wing it right now. I try to take people on an emotional ride, and
the curve? How do you think it's going to impact how viewers experience your movies?
Excuse me, I'm sorry.
Okay.
And did you hear these incoherent ramblings from Miss South Carolina at a Teen USA beauty pageant?
A fifth of Americans can't locate the U.S. on a world map. Why do you think this is?
I personally believe that U.S. Americans are unable to do so because some people out there in our nation don't have maps, and I believe that our education, such as in South Africa and the Iraq, everywhere such as, and I believe that they should, our education over here in the U.S. should help the U.S. or should help South Africa and should help the Iraq and the Asian countries.
Pretty ugly. It's probably time to land your next client, perhaps by following expert sales advice from Patty Pokerchuk. It may also be time for you to build a team of employees and trusted advisors. And that usually means you need to speak to groups of people, either in person, on the phone, or using online video. But if you make any of the 5 deadly public speaking mistakes, you could easily crush your hopes and dreams as an entrepreneur before they've even had a chance to take flight. Why do these public speaking mistakes hurt your chances of success? If you had sub-zero credibility, would it be hard for you to land your next client? How about your next employee? Your next investor? Sloppy speaking can damage your personal brand, confuse your prospective clients, employees, and investors, and cause them to walk on by, pass you by. But it doesn't have to be that way if you know how to avoid the landmines. So what are the 5 deadly public speaking mistakes? 1, not being present. When you're stuck inside your own head, you miss out on what the audience might be thinking and what they want to hear from you. And you won't fool a sophisticated audience if you just go through the motions or try to pretend you're someone you're not. Number 2, not staying focused. People won't pay attention to you if what you say just doesn't add up. It can be hard for people to understand you if you don't have a purpose and message in mind before you speak. 3, not practicing. When you don't rehearse, you miss the opportunity to iron out wrinkles in your content, structure, and delivery before you go live. If you don't prepare in advance, you may also run into more technical difficulties and delays when it comes time to speak. And you could be considered unprofessional if you go over your time limits, which might happen when you don't practice under time constraints. Number 4, not touching heads, hearts, and minds. Not everyone loves numbers, so you just present facts and figures, you run the risk of being boring. But if you try to be purely motivational, some audiences will dismiss your talk as being too fluffy. According to world champion of public speaking, Mark Brown, great orators touch your head and make you think, touch your heart and make you feel, and touch your hands and make you act. What could you accomplish if you added facts to lend credibility? Use storytelling to mythologize your message and inspire your audiences to act right away. Number 5, not knowing when to stop. According to brain scientists, primacy and recency effects lead most people to only remember the first thing and the last thing you say. What that means is that you miss the most important opportunities to connect with your audience if you don't start and end with purpose. Here are some final thoughts. As you may know, Miss America pageant contestants have 20 seconds to answer a question. The question from a 2004 pageant will surprise you.
The savagery of the ISIS threat to our security was demonstrated by the gruesome videos of 2 journalists and an aid worker being beheaded. What should our country's response be?
If you were given 20 seconds to solve ISIS, what would you say? You won't believe this contestant's response.
This is an absolute outrage, and something definitely needs to be done, but I don't think America needs to be the only one to do it. I really think it's important for the world, for the UN to come together and decide what's the best thing united that we can do to really come together as a bigger and more impactful source to end this horrid, horrid thing that's happening.
Thank you very much. Congratulations.
You never know when you'll be given the chance to pitch your business and win over your next client, employee, or investor. The good news is that anyone can learn how to avoid the 5 deadly public speaking mistakes and effectively communicate their ideas. Now it's your turn. Hi there.
Hi, what you doing?
No, I'm just filming video.
Oh,
It's just me.
oh,
It's a blog.
oh, okay.
Yeah.